Alrighty, looks like we got allies today. What's going on here? For draw? So broker can be draw if you trash expensive things with it. And Royal Galley is like +1 card every other turn. Not the turn you play it. The turn you play it, you get +1 card, but that just breaks even. The turn afterwards, playing a card for free from set aside is essentially +1 card. Actions. Same 2 cards with only villages. Broker, you could trash things for a village effect. And Royal Galley is effectively +1 action the turn after you play it, because you get to play a card for free. That actually, so these cards look fairly significant, and Broker looks like a better source of plus cards and actions than usual. Usually it's pretty expensive to trash expensive stuff just for the cards and actions each time you need them. But here, in the Wizards pile, there is Lich, which whenever you trash it, goes back to your discard pile. So you can trash a 6-cost card over and over for +6 cards, +6 actions, get it back, do it again. And that makes the Broker stuff look pretty nice. Trashing, plenty of trashing. Broker again, modify. In the Wizards pile, there is Student, which can trash. Eventually, Carpenter is a trasher. It starts out as a workshop, turns into a remodel. And then plus buy, there are no sources of plus buy here, but there are 2 remodel variants. So you could trash a Lich into Province, get the Lich back, trash it into Province again, or turn gold into Provinces, gain duchies. There's stuff to do here. So I would think the goal here is play Brokers and Royal Galleys, draw your deck, remodel Lich over and over into Province, and then that's the game. As I say that, I'm noticing Family of Inventors, which, if anything, seems like more of a nuisance here, given that I just said the draw, the actions, the gains are all coming from trash or benefit cards. I don't really want to reduce the cost of cards. I want cards to cost very much. In general, I'd say Family of Inventors is a fairly weak ally because it's symmetrical. You can reduce the cost of stuff, but then your opponent benefits from that as well. Here, if anything, I think the main effect of Family of Inventors would just be to be a nuisance to your opponent. Like if they're also building a deck predicated on remodeling a bunch of stuff, you could do your thing in your turn, then go to the buy phase, reduce the cost of the Wizards pile, so Lich costs 5 or 4, or reduce the cost of gold, and then they can't remodel anything into provinces. I wonder if the bot would notice that. I don't know if the bot's going to build the same sort of deck, but Family of Inventors could be obnoxious, actually. I think you probably still have to aim at the overall same deck, even with Family of Inventors around, just because there's not a whole lot else to do. Like the only actions, the only draw, the only gains are all coming from trash or benefit stuff. Well, how to open? Family of Inventors is effectively like a coffer you can spend in the opening, but it's reducing the cost of something by 1. Your opponent benefits from it as well. So I could open like Broker Carpenter by reducing the cost of one of those, or Broker Royal Galley. I could open Broker Student and not use the favor yet. Student Modify actually sounds kind of nice. The biggest downside of opening with Student, I think, is it's a recipe for hitting very low numbers for the next few turns. Because the turn you play Student, you play the Student, you trash a card, you've only got 3 other cards to work with, you're not hitting a high number there. And then it top decks itself again if you trash the Treasure, and then same thing next turn. Every single turn, you're playing Student, trashing a card, only 3 cards left. You're often trashing your coppers first, and then your hand is like 1 copper, 2 estates, and you're sitting absolutely nothing. And so you have to have some, I think, proactive plan for hitting numbers more than like 0 to get yourself out of that rut if you're opening a Student. The upside is to trash as quickly if you have a way around that. And I think Modify could be the answer to that. Play Student, rotate to Conjurer, modify an estate into Conjurer, and now I've got a way to gain 4 costs, and then most of the good stuff in this kingdom costs 4. You can go from there. I think that's starting to sound pretty good to me. Bot opens with Royal Galley turn 1. Interesting. Wonder what it's planning on turn 3. Okay, it opens with Modify, which it only was able to do because I reduced the cost of Modify. I wonder what it would have opened with otherwise. Galley Broker seems alright. I'm not going to rotate this quite yet, because I'm going to have my Student on top anyway, and so I can hold off on rotating and do that next turn. Here I can gain a Conjurer, and I'm now seeing the bot take 3 modifies. That is a lot. Oops, that was the wrong card. That is a lot of modifies. A lot of modifies. Well, now I kind of just want to reduce the cost of Modify further. So the bot can't like modify its modifies and values once it runs out of stuff to trash. Rotate. I don't need multiple conjurers, I don't think. And the bot can't have any. I might... Contemplating trashing the estate here. My bottom 5 cards have Modify, Conjurer, Estate, 2 coppers. I can't play both of those terminally next turn, so I'm probably just cantripping the Modify. I guess this works out. I'm just going to take an Underling. I don't really need the favors from Underling, it's just a digital cantrip, doesn't get in the way. Could be a potential target for Royal Galley if I'm otherwise having trouble lining that up. So I'm thinking what I do here is just play the student, trash a card with Modify, draw it back around the student. Can rotate the Lich now. I'm going to want that in a second. Got a Royal Galley. The bot's already got 3 of those. I want Royal Galleys, so I'd like to not lose that split too badly. Did not draw my Royal Galley, which is a minor nuisance. I wonder if maybe I should have trashed the estate with Modify and trashed the copper with student. I don't know if I probably don't want student on top, so this probably was the better order after all. Keep reducing the cost to Modify. The bot has 1,000,000 modifies, which all cost 0. I don't understand where that deck is going, if I'm being honest. Let's play a Carpenter, gain a second Galley. Decline, draw, trash, gain. I'm gonna have like no cards left in my deck, I'm now realizing. Do I want to free Modify? So I have fewer than 5 cards that are not set aside. So at the moment, at least, there's no real downside to taking extra Modify. I don't know if I want it long term. I probably will. I probably want multiple remodels. I'm not totally. Oh. Bot emptied Modify, and then my Carpenter can't carpent. Oh, and that. What are you doing over there, bot? The bot has put the favors on the Wizards pile, which really puts the kibosh on my plans. I want to gain Lich and trash it a bunch of times. So Lich costing 5 already means you can't gain province off of it. It also means every time you broker it, you're getting less off of that. And you gain a cheaper card from the trash. So like you could put other nice things in the trash, get them back, but the cheaper Lich gets, the fewer of the cards in the trash you can gain. And maybe the bot puts more favors in there in the future. I'm a little bit annoyed at the moment. I still don't understand the bot's deck. So I have 2 modifiers. There's 1 modifier in the trash. Does that not mean the bot's deck has like 7 modifiers in it? I'm thoroughly confused. Anyways, I think I do want a Lich. And what else? I gotta trash something here. I think I'm probably fine cantripping the... or trashing the Modify and taking plus... I don't know what I'm doing. I really don't. So if I trash the Modify, take plus card plus action, I could conjure another remodel variant, play the Underling, draw it, trash the Lich. But then I don't have any of the galleys set aside. I think this is still fine. take a galley. No. Oh yeah, I'm going to take a galley out of the trash. I'm going to gain a broker. And then I think I'm just going to use broker for plus actions next turn, because otherwise I'm over-terminaled. I'm mainly curious on how did the bot get a gold? Oh, when did you get a guildmaster? I don't know what's going on over there. I'm thoroughly confused at everything right now. And unfortunately, my broker is hiding. That's a problem. I needed to trash something with broker to be able to play all this other stuff. Guess we're doing this. I'll take the guildmaster, I guess. I can't because the lich costs 5, so it can't gain the guildmaster anymore. Oh my goodness. A carpenter then? There's a broker. Trash for actions. Gain another broker. Gain a carpenter. I don't know what I'm doing here. If I'm being honest, I'm thoroughly confused. If the bot has a gold, do I want to reduce the cost of gold so the bot can't remodel it? Or do I just want to go into golds myself? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. Take another lich. I think I'm just going to say F you to the bot. You can't remodel your gold to province. Neither can I. What a perplexing game. A conjurer. Underling. And a carpenter, I guess. And a gold. I'm probably going to have to buy provinces. Actually, you definitely have to buy provinces. There's literally no other way to get a province in this kingdom now that both the wizard and the gold pile cost less than 6. Put a underling in the deck. Plus cards. Now I want more royal galleys, I presume. But first, plus actions, gain a broker. Now we spin aimlessly for a bit and see what comes of it. Still can't afford province. I don't know what I'm doing. Guess I'll take a... Well, so if I'm trashing Lich a bunch, does it behoove me maybe to reduce cost of gold further? Because then I could trash golds and gain gold back out of the trash? I don't know. I really do not know what I'm doing at this point. The bot's just, I think, converting into deck into a bunch of golds, and I guess that's going to turn into big money, I suppose. I don't know. Actually, I'm going to trash a carpenter. I can gain this back off of Lich easily enough. But I need to get to a broker. I said I need to get to a broker. Thank you. Regain. Plus 1 card. This deck is not exactly functional. Now what do? I don't know. I could just play the Conjure by Province and call it a turn. If I broker the Lich, And I'm seriously contemplating just playing the Lich. Like, my turn is otherwise, I think, coming to a stop here. I don't have any effective way to play one. I play the Lich. I think I more than double the value of this turn. So I'm going to do this. We're just going to skip a turn here. See if that was foolhardy. Let's trash something worth 4 for actions first. Gain another galley. We modify. Gain another Lich. I'm making this up as I go. It seems like I have a plan. That is an illusion. Okay, so I need to get that gold back at some point. So I can hit 8. Is there a pile out? Probably not, but it's getting close. Actually, just to be... No, the bot deck doesn't do anything. The bot deck is just golds and modifiers. I don't need to worry about it emptying piles by like 5 by province. Oh. Okay, I'm still fine. I honestly forgot that I'd played a Lich. I was like, why is the bot taking 2 turns? So maybe it was slightly more dangerous than I was letting. That still looks like I'm fine, I think. Take a gold, cards, carpenter, cards. And this is probably going to pile on provinces, isn't it? Unknowingly, I've drawn none of my liches. Looks like I should end on provinces. Actually, I should be, just in case, I think I'd rather use the carpenters for remodels in case I need to cantrip a bunch of modifiers to get back around to the provinces. I can also just play the Lich. Kind of forget that detail sometimes. Yeah, I don't know what to say about this one. This one was weird. I think a lot of it depends on where those favors end up. The bot really could have spited me a little bit more than it did. Like it did put the one favor on the wizard's pile, but imagine putting 2 or 3 on there and making lich cost like 3 or 4. That would definitely end my deck. I still don't fully understand the bot deck. It took a million modifies, which like if modifies still costed 5, I'd follow a little bit more because you could then like trash the modifies for benefit later. But once modify costs 0, that plan goes out the window. But yeah, it's just getting thin and moving to a deck that was just golds, I suppose. Which I don't know. It seems okay. Hard to say anything too definitive here. I, I, I think this is correct. Again, I think you could definitely hose this deck more than the bot did with more aggressive use of favors. And then I think everyone just gets to be miserable. And maybe that's where this kingdom goes with optimal play. Hard to say.